Hey everybody, welcome to Marc's Miniature Monday.
Hello.
This is Marc.
I am Marc.
I am James.
This is James.
And this is a haunted house. How haunted?
Particularly haunted. It's haunted by, I would assume, an enormous spider.
Yeah, he's gone out to the shops at the moment, but once it comes
Actually,
back...
I think I found a spider and an actual dead one in the office, and it's in there somewhere.
Well, that's how you know you've done a good job.
Yeah.
So, this is a project you worked on for our Silver Bayonet campaign.
It is,
primarily.
yeah.
We wanted just an extra bit of theme terrain.
Yeah.
So it's a 3D printed building, which is from the Cities of Tarok range, which is an awesome digital files kind of range of terrain.
This was filament printed, wasn't it?
Yes,
I believe,
yeah. So you've got some ridging going on and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But you've kind of gone with it. There's no point trying to clean up that kind of
I did a little
printing.
bit. I watered down some wall filler and basically painted that over, and it filled some of the gaps. And then I gently sanded some of the problem. If you sand it too much, you lose
to strip it
detail.
away,
yeah. So you've got to I just took some of the edging off and just left it in that sense.
But I mean, the painting's not really even worth talking about that much, other than you've done this kind of cool glow effect, which is just an easy
Just an
airbrush
airbrush white, and then you glaze over that white with colours that you want it to glow with. It's
so
nice
there's
and
a bit of
straightforward.
green in here.
Some
Is there a
purples.
little hint of purple as
Yeah,
well?
yeah.
But the real thing is these cool cobwebs.
Yeah, so these cobwebs, first of all, I created a structure where I wanted the cobwebs to be using just white cotton, and this is a bit fiddly. You take a bit of cotton with some tweezers, super glue on the point of attachment, you stick it on, you hold it for 10, 20 seconds, you then find another point of attachment you want it to be, super glue, and then attach onto there. It is a bit challenging. That's a tricky
Did you use
bit.
accelerant when you were doing it?
I did.
You
yes.
did, yeah.
You don't need to use accelerant because there's not that much tension. That 10 seconds is usually enough for it to hold. And also when you're using the accelerant, it sometimes makes the glue actually more brittle, which if it's going to be handled, you don't really want that brittleness. You kind of want the super glue to have its full level of strength.
Yeah.
So you did this kind of bit of a network of crisscrossing cotton. The reason why I did this is because I then utilised an amazing product from Green Stuff World called, I believe it's Spider Serum. And spider, it's what all spiders make with their bum. And it's in liquid form, and you fire it out using an airbrush.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster to me. How well does it work, and how easy is it to clean up afterwards and stuff?
Surprisingly easy.
Okay.
I was terrified. I had my mask on, I had windows open, I was contemplating taking my airbrush outside. It was one of those moments I'm thinking, I don't want my room to be filled with this filaments.
Vaporized spider serum.
Yeah,
that doesn't sound healthy.
No, and it's actually a lot easier to use than I thought it would be. So you put this stuff into your airbrush and you literally just squirt it on there, and it collects onto the nooks and the crannies. It collects onto the cotton, which I established beforehand, so you can really sit on this part. Here, we'll get our videographer to take you some good photos of this, and we'll show a spin of this. And it collects onto the cotton strands really effectively. But yeah, you just squirt it on there. It's as simple as that. You aim, you fire, and the material itself does what it does. And you can tidy up a bit afterwards if it's gone in places that you didn't want it to go. Yeah. And it's dead easy to clean up. Bit of isopropyl alcohol. And so Green Stuff World manufacture and sell a cleaning fluid as well, so you can run this through your airbrush and get all the spider serum out of it. I didn't go with it. I just used isopropyl alcohol, which seems to clean up any form of stuff that you ever throw through your airbrush. So you could probably save yourself a few quid there. All I would recommend is you clean it instantly. Don't leave it to dry. Don't leave it to clog up your expensive airbrush or anything.
For sure.
Obviously, you can't use this material, this product, with anything but an airbrush. You can't just fling it on and hope that the liquid...
Yeah. How does that actually come out of the airbrush then? Does it come out and it's already threaded?
Yeah, it comes out in almost like this... It must mix with the air.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the kind of chemistry behind it is, but it must mix with the air and come out with this kind of thread, nylon kind of spread. It's really interesting and really fun project to do. Something which I'd never done before. and you can see my first time it came out okay. You know, if you're looking at doing a spooky dungeon, that sort of thing, Shelob's Lair, that kind of thing, for sure. You know, this is the product I would recommend going for.
Would you say ideally it's more for a diorama piece than an actual piece of terrain? Because with terrain, you know,
well, this
hardships of gaming.
I think we there's only one person we need to ask here with regard to this, and that's our videographer. And
really?
Whether or not this is a more suitable for a gaming piece or for a diorama, and we'll give him a few minutes to insert himself in here and give a response.
Putting him on the spot.
Yeah. Come on in, Joe.
It's definitely not for gaming.
Did you break it, Joe?
I did. I fat fingered it.
Okay. Yeah, and it's a good looking effect. Like, as you say, you don't want people sticking their fingers in, but I think it works particularly well, weirdly, on the bit where the cotton isn't and where it's actually layered over the beams and stuff like that.
So it needs something to latch onto ultimately. You need crevices, you need gaps, you need that sort of thing. So the kind of where it's collected on this one here is worked much more effectively than the one at this point here. At the time I did it, this one here actually did have more, much more of the spider effect on it, as the one on the right-hand side does. It's just gradually peeled away as a result of people putting their fat fingers in and
blowing on it
and blowing on it and throwing bits of terrain on it, and you know, stuff gets used, stuff gets damaged. So my videographer is staring at me right now. I'm getting the evil eyes.
We'll put this on the shelf, never to be touched again, and we'll all get on and we'll be happy with our lives. And meanwhile, if you like this video, give it a like. If you like what we do, you can subscribe, and we'll have a lot more content ahead. And we've got some cool videos from the past as well.
If you actually have any suggestions as to how you'd like to see us use this spider serum, if you think, do you know what, I'd like to see it used in this way, and you want me to give it a shot before you guys do, put a comment at the bottom, and I'll make a quick video of it if we get a chance. And
create a false username and come on and be like, punish Joe by covering him with spider serum.
I think we should do this.
Okay.
And we'll go with stuff as well and get some content from that.
Nice. All right, we look forward to all your Boaty McBoat faces, and we'll see you in the next one.
Brilliant. Bye.
This video has been brought to you by WI Prime, Wargames Illustrated magazine's online members club. View more videos or find out more about WI Prime by following these links.